should have touched on that one too, right in my hometown, bruh.
Oh, what's this?
Patrick, man, there was a guy who was killed by a police officer. He had basically just shitty plates, and he was murdered by police.
Yeah, was this the guy that resisted arrest?
Yeah, he's
And
gonna get shot.
tried
I've
to
resisted arrest.
tried
I've
to
gotten
take
beat up.
tried to take the officer's taser, and yeah. He deserved to get shot.
The
He
video
deserved to
didn't
get
look
shot.
like he was taking a taser.
Oh yeah, he took the taser. You can see it. You can see it.
I
If we're
don't
thinking about the
know.
same one, the guy, yeah, this guy, the top one, that top one, the guy with the had the nice green knitted sweater.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think
he
so.
resisted. Oh, he's told how many times, get back in the car. Get back in the car.
Wait, I
And
didn't
then
know
he's
that in the car, but I've read before Ed threw punches at cops.
Yeah,
and
they
I just
do.
got thrown down. and
Reach for
beat
their
up.
taser. Reach for their taser while you're
My
rolling around in the
arm
grass.
is back, and it felt that they could have
You
thought
should
that
have
I
been
was reaching
shot.
for a
Then
taser.
you should have been shot. Like I think if you're not going to listen to a cop and you're gonna actively resist, that's what he did the first time because he didn't
But you
do
can't
anything.
kill
He
him.
got out of his car. So there's the first thing. That right there tells you that this scenario isn't average. Something's going on. And then he tells him to get his license, and he can't provide his license. Then he tries to run away. Well, then the cop chases him down and tries to subdue him, tries to tackle him. They get into an altercation on the ground. While they're on the ground, the suspect reaches for the officer's taser. The officer says, "Let go of my taser! Let go of my taser!" Doesn't let go of the taser. Then finally, the officer reaches for his firearm and shoots him. Yeah,
Bro,
I
it's
have no
just
problem
so
with this.
crazy. The reason why I do is why the fuck is it not mandatory for all cops to be at least a blue belt in jiu-jitsu before we do this? I don't care reaching for a taser or not. He should have been able to take this dude's arm and bend this back into a fucking Kimura or
Nah.
anything.
No,
Yeah,
the suspect
yeah.
was twice the size of the officer.
Doesn't matter.
Not
Dude, I grappled with a
no, it
guy who's
does. It does
260
because it didn't
pounds.
work.
260 pounds. And I'll
Yeah, but
bend that motherfucker's arm backwards all.
Yeah. You can say
No, and
that.
I know
You can
that.
say
Though.
that.
I've done that.
No,
I'm a white belt with a few stripes, and I could
sure,
do it
you've done it once, twice. This is an officer that has
10
to
times at least.
face this every single day. Not only does he not have a gi on, and he's prepared. He's got shorts and a t-shirt.
Even
He's
easier
full
with no.
tactical. He's full tactical. He's got his boots tied tight. He's got a utility belt full of shit. He's got a vest that weighs 15, 20
So
pounds.
the first thing is to shoot him.
No, the first thing was to tase him, but he stole his taser from him.
But he
His
didn't.
first thing to do was to use his
for the
voice.
taser. He didn't have
Oh,
the
he had
taser.
it. Nope, had it in his
He didn't
hand.
have it.
Yep, he did. Yep, he
No, he
did.
didn't. I don't want to watch the video, but he didn't.
Yeah. He says, "Let's go with my taser."
He's in
One
my
hand to the
hometown.
cop.
This
One
is like
hand to
this
the
would look like
cop.
he's ready to
The other
riot.
hand,
No.
the other hand was the suspect on the taser. So it's like, what are you supposed to wait for? Like, are you supposed to just be like, "Excuse me, sir"? Excuse me, sir.
Elbows.
He was kneeing him, man. He was kneeing him. He's like,
And this is a problem with the officer not being trained. I don't think his life was not threatened at that point. A taser? He's gonna grab the taser, so his life was threatened.
Yeah, so if he gets tased, he's 15 seconds.
Hypothetically, though.
What do you mean?
It's hypothetically. If the guy would have got the taser and shot him with it, why is the cop not trained enough to do a random person on the street? That's where the problem lies.
Training is only going to get you so far. Every single UFC fighter is trained. Only one wins.
But
So
against two complete trained people, though, that argument's not valid. That's two complete, thoroughly trained, at least black belts in martial arts people versus some random bum and a thoroughly trained police officer.
You can hope the random bum isn't trained. You can hope that he's not trained. But
Hypothetically.
it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. This guy tried to subdue him, was unable to subdue him, ended up shot. And I think it's a good shooting. It's a good shooting.
Agree to disagree.
That's
I think
fair.
that cops are pussies and need to train thoroughly. Not all cops. The guys who are in my gym, you guys are solid. You guys train.
More training is definitely a thing.
The cops that are the cops that are in my gym are the ones who are like trying to go yell at that they work with, who are like, guys, come over here. We want to be the good example. Now, there's not as much violent crime where I live, given. But when there is, these dudes will fucking physically fuck you up. I've seen it firsthand. Like, that's what they're like hoping for. They're like, come on. And as soon as it does, you're getting jumped. They're going to try every bit of Kimura, armbar, fucking anything they can do. But there's a lot less crime here. So they probably don't have the threat of being shot. But again, I lived in Grand Rapids for 14 years. There's not that many cops who have the worry of being shot. Not even when the projects were still there. Like, GRPD is just a struggling, it is, yeah, Hagen knows, it's a struggling system, man. Like, it's not a good police force. It's one of those bad examples, unfortunately, where it's like they hire people. not because they have qualified people. And it's because they don't pay good, just like Holland PD, just like Muskegon PD. They put you in the trenches and don't pay you good. Not excusing what they're doing, but I'm just saying these aren't the right people. And how about you don't resist and do what you're told? Yeah, but then you don't get shot. That's crazy. And that sounds very sheep-like. I don't know. If it's a
Don't
scenario of like
resist,
the
you don't
cops,
get shot. Such a simple analogy rather than trying to
that's not
jump through hoops to justify why a cop can't shoot a guy who's actively resisting him. I would just rather, if you've got nothing to hide, don't run from the cops. Full
that's
stop.
crazy.
Full stop. Anything else than that is just like, you're asking for trouble, man. You're asking for trouble actively. And I just think, it's like in today's day and age, let's assume that you're right. That cops are undertrained, they're overworked. You got to understand that. Then don't put
I do.
yourself in
I
a
understand
position.
that.
Not you, not you, not you. I know you want that was your point. I'm just saying that as a criminal or as someone who's actively resisting the law, you should understand that there might be some negative repercussions by actively wrestling an officer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. Agree to disagree on it, man. I just think that face down on the ground getting shot, and that's
He
definitely
wasn't.
pretty
He
fucked
he
up.
was he was faced away from him. He wasn't face down on the ground. He was literally actively trying to get up off of all fours to take back the officer's positioning. I know. I did see the
Video. I
like,
saw the video.
and watch the one that's not blurred out either, because that's another one hard to find is the one that's not blurred out. So
I
hands
don't know.
pinned down. Yeah, I don't think again it's a difference in opinion. I actively pinned down. I think if you gave that scene 10 more seconds, he was getting up to get the back of the officer.
Well, that's the thing is,
So,
who knows where it could have gone? It could have gotten worse. But again,
and
yeah,
and the
body
statute.
cam magically being turned off right then. Like, there's a lot of
But
things
it's
that I just
caught on it's caught on dash cam, and it's caught by someone who is filming their camera too. Like there's 4 different angles of it. So it's like body cam turned off in the middle of a scuffle. Not the first time. Even when the body cam goes off, you can see that the officer is actively wrestling with this guy. So it's not like he turned it off. Yeah. Difference of opinion.
it's
It'll go to court. It'll go to a jury.
see,
But
we're in a problem in society right now is it could either be the cop gets hit really, really, really hard because we don't want riots or crazy things going on, or nothing happens and then riots and crazy things go on. So it's a everything's politicized, really. You know what I'm saying? It's tough because that's the worry is like shit. Now this is an issue, but what happens for the trial?
yeah,
Because Grand
I,
Rapids went hard when we had trials nowhere near here. So I can only imagine when something affects the city itself. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of damage down there. A lot of people went crazy. So I hope that the people can have opinions like this where we argue
right.
and
And have a
don't and are
conversation.
mad, and
I
then don't
hate you now, Rob. I hate
exactly.
you.
We're not gaming anymore. Fuck
Right?
Emerald Hills, it's over.
Fuck, it's all over. It's
But
all over.
it's just it boils down to people need to be able to have their emotions under control because freaking out and getting angry and doing this stuff, but it's short term change. It's always short term change. No, yeah, no one wins in this situation. It doesn't matter if it's the police or the citizen. Nobody, nobody wins in this. Cops aren't happy they killed a fucking person. That's
Oh,
stressing
of course
amongst
not.
you know what I'm saying? Now we can all say fuck the police. I'm gonna more say fuck the individuals who aren't trained properly. I don't think fuck a group as a whole makes sense. That's discrimination in my mind.
Nope.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it
Just
doesn't make
because of
sense
a
to me.
title, like, come on now, that's fucked. But there's gonna be people who feel that way, and that's perfectly fine. That's your opinion, man. As long as you can smoke
100%.
about it and be kosher afterwards.
That's it. 100%, man. 100%. And I can enjoy that it's obvious in the chat. We disagree. We disagree. And it's like my comments and your comments aren't going to be the ones that change anyone's mind. It's just like we can agree to disagree and understand that, our opinions are valid because they are what they are. We've thought about the scenario. We've seen the footage. We're not just going off of a headline. So it's a
Emotional
valid
reaction.
conversation.
That's
It,
yeah.
it's a
We're
valid
playing both
conversation.
sides.
Yeah, we are. Of course we are. That's what we do
Which
best.
mm,
That's what we do
good
best.
cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop, baby. Now we were reacting. We were reacting. We got some crazy shit on the internet or what? What we got? Wink.
Let's do it.
What do we got? Nah, don't run it. No, we don't.
I know. Again, it does. I hate that
Here,
it's
I'll fire
fucking
that down.
that it's hometown.
Right.
It's not good. Not good.
And what we got? What do we got? Oklahoma high chases.
Speaking of cops,
Oh yeah, yeah. I've saw this one too, man. Holy fuck.
speaking of fucking shitty situations, I hate when I get these Dutches that are already
Oh, already
open and
blown out the side.
this. Look at this.
Man,
What the fuck?
I got like I got like a glue, like a fucking stoner glue or something. I've never used it, but apparently you can like glue your wraps back together.
I need that.
I don't know if it's like a sugar or syrup or what. All
I've gone
right,
through
so
Rellos for no good reason today already.
now should we do any cop ones after today's story, or should?
For the mature adults, yeah, I think so. For people who are in their emotions and like, fuck P for his opinion or fuck Rob for his opinion, that then you should just probably see your way out because this is top
Yeah,
us and we do
it's
offend
top
people.
us. I don't mean
But
we
it's
do
it's all
offend.
about being cool and knowing that we could have differing opinions and shouldn't be mad at each other
I love
afterward.
it when we disagree. To be honest with you, it just makes our conversations that much more enjoyable. You know, that much more
I like to
interesting.
hear your side of things too, because where it's like most times when I'm hearing it from somebody else, they're extremely biased in their approach, and I'm like, man, I don't even fucking hear what you got to say. I know what you're gonna say. I already know.
I know what you're gonna say, right? I appreciate it, man. We're both from two different places of the world, two very different places in the world, and man, I appreciate it, man. And hearts in the chat. That's what it is. You know, it's our passion is here.
Yep, and that's what it is.
Hey, did you enjoy this episode? If so, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, we got more videos just like this. Click them, leave some comments, and we'll see you next time.
And of course, go to watchcodb.com. Peace.